Okay, we're back at this again. The scene might look a little bit different from where I left it because I've had to do a lot of changes. Um, so I spent a good few hours after the last stream when I was trying to get that IK method to work, and I just couldn't get it to work because there's a lot of, what am I trying to say here? Like, one of the main issues I'm kind of finding is that the programs are doing their setup quite differently. Like a lot of the Maya stuff I could do, any of the stuff I could do in setup could then feed into other setup things, which I can't really do here without doing through coding. So what I've basically done is I stripped everything away. No character in here. The character still exists, but just not. Cool, that's the receipt text. Cool. I get rid of footer. Cool. And I'll be able to transfer everything over, I believe. Because one of the things that Blender does do is it saves the vertex group name things on the object, not like through anything else. So I can just rename stuff and have it all work. But right now what I have set up is I have this guide system set up. So for example, if I delete this, skeleton just for example, delete. Thank you, science. That's okay. Hope work is going okay. So what I've done so far is a lot of textures. I'm going to go through this a bit and then I'm going to continue working away stuff. So this part is not set up. This is just me setting up the guides. So these are all actually objects. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to separate out into guides, rig, and then shapes. These are the control shapes. So these are actually all just objects, which that gives me a little bit more control because I can set up constraints on those objects and then kind of just pump out their data. What it means now is that I basically rebuild the rig every time, which might not be very efficient. So I'll have to figure out a better way of doing that. But for right now, we're just trying to prove this works. But one of the main reasons I like doing this is because I can be a lot more precise if I have the exact data. Like I can do math multiplications and stuff. But if I'm trying to do that purely through like constraints and stuff here, you can't put a constraint on a bone. Sorry, I'm gonna turn the music a little bit, distracting me. You can't put a constraint on a bone that's in edit mode. You can only put constraints on bones that are in object mode or in object or pose mode, right? So for example, if I pull, I'm just gonna open the other file for now. Oh. Cancel. Open recent. Roller derby. So this is completely messed up because I was trying to get this to work. But for example, if I go into here, if I go to edit mode, I have duplicates of bones now because I was trying to do nonsense. Here, this one. If I grab you, I can't put a constraint on this. So there's no way within Blender without going through code, right, that I can set like where this is. Which is something that I am able to do in Maya because there's no differentiation between like pre-skeleton, pre-bind versus after bind, except for the skin cluster. So what would happen is I would have to I would have to remove the skinning every time to update the bones because they would be locked in once you set them in. But it means that I could pump stuff around all the time, whereas this is very much separating out the two different modes. So I need to kind of figure that stuff out. So I'm gonna go back to my rig test. Hopefully this saved. Nope. So I figured out something else that I could do. I can like pop out a duplicate, and I can swap this over because I was going back to this scripting tab the whole time. I don't actually like using that text editor there. I don't want the footer, and then we got attach. Okay. So I'm just gonna run through quickly what I have here, and then we're gonna push forward on. This is going to be making the global leg. So this is going to be able to do a foot roll, which is if you have like a foot, right, move you over for a second. You have a foot, so like blip, blip, a beautiful artist. Foot. A foot roll would be being able to do this, like bend your foot like that. Beautiful. And then also be able to do it so that you can do like this. Artist. So you can go, and then I can also go And you can also bend backwards. So if you wanted to bend your foot like that, you could. Beautiful, artiste. And the way I do that is through, well, it's, you know, again, none of these are really my methods. I didn't develop any of these methods. These are just methods that I follow and I know worked in Maya. So I'm going to see how I can bring them over. And if I can't, using black magic, a little bit. Honestly, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to port, because I was doing loads of nonsense with the, what's it called? The weight painting, and I kind of was just kind of going at it. So what I'm just doing now is I'm literally just trying to port over 90% of my Maya rig and just see how much of it I can get to work on, what I need to change. But how's it going, Lumi? Hope your day has been okay. Because some of this I'm like, if I can't get the rig to work the way I do it in Maya, it might be one of those things where I just don't do any rigging in here. Food coma extreme. That is, I mean, that's a good way to live. Good way to live. I'm just glad because the heat wave here is somewhat subsided. It's a little bit hot in my room, but I think that's just my computer. But what I might just have to do is, what's it called? I might just be like, okay, I'm literally just weight painting in Blender, and that's it. Everything else goes out. It's just I won't be able to test then, which isn't great. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, don't love it. Maybe I'll have to keep using Maya. Who knows? But I don't want to because it's expensive. I made ice cream and muffins for dessert. I'm still recovering. I mean, I think you just doomed yourself there. But I mean, hey, if that's not a way to, you know, die of a food coma, I'm like, is there any other way to do it, to go out? So loads of nonsense here. This is not cleaned up at all. It was delicious. Good. I'm glad. So those nonsense here, but it's kind of separated out. So this didn't actually save my thing. This is like global. Yeah, black magic. It's just Python, so it's not too crazy. So what I've basically done is these are all just scripts, so I can call them. And the other thing I'm worried about is Blender updates so much. Like there's so, like, you know, I think I'm only on 3. I just went for 3. I didn't go for anything else because I think this one has long-term support. But I'm imagining most of this, like these commands are probably going to change. You know what I mean? Like all these methods and functions, everything's going to not work. So I'd like to have a basic all being function so I can just change the actual function and then get it to work. We'll see. So originally I kind of just worked away. So what I have now is I basically have to remake the armature every time. There's probably a way I could just pick the armature. I could just grab the armature itself, but I'm not going to worry about that, right? I'll just remake it every time and then just click control. So I create it. When you create an armature, if I go to scripting tab, this will make a little more sense. If you create an armature, it creates it here, but if I delete this rig, for example, something I've noticed, if I delete this rig, it still saves in the file until you like reload the file. So that's something I've been trying to clean up as well. So you can manually delete it, but the way I have this working, I shouldn't have to. I can just go play, and then if I wanted to rebuild it again, it'll remove everything. But if I update some of these guides, so I want that over there now, it'll go boop, and there's no duplicates. So good. Hey Devereaux, how's it going? Are you dying of food coma too? But yeah, so this just sets it up because I want them separated out, right? I want the guides in here and the rigs in here, so I have to separate the collections. This just sets the collection correctly. This just deletes the armature and deletes the data. This just makes it. An armature normally makes itself with a free bone attached, so I just delete that and remake my own one. This just gets the armature, that gets the edit bones like a list or section, so I can make more bones. This just creates a control. You know, I give it a name, I give it a location, which is just going to be mostly these guide objects kind of things. So if I update this again, everything should move up. I think I'm just getting the matrices for those. The issue is going to be happening when I start to have rotations, because all of these have so far been in world space, which is going to be fun to have the actual controls not be in. The controls need to be angled. It's going to be fun. It was fun enough trying to get them to work because you have to make sure that the tail is also world aligned. So right now I think I have all the tails pointing in a single direction, which maybe that's why all the rotations are wrong. Because I did notice that, like, if I click on this, if you look at this, like this axis, but then if I swap to pose mode, I click on anything, they're pointing in a different axis, which is weird. I think that's probably because of this. So this is probs the reason for this change. Because it's where I have the tail pointing. And this just sets their shapes, so I'm automatically setting the shapes. This probably needs to be updated. One of the things I do need to add is I need to make them like colored, so like all the center controls are yellow. So I need to figure out how to make a pose group every time and then assign a color and all that nonsense. So that'll be fun. And then so I just get, this is just me getting the guides. Actually, is there anything else here? This is setting rotation order, because if I don't do this, everything's in if I rebuild now, I don't even need to do that. I can just do this. I go into pose mode. They're all set into quaternions, which most people don't use quaternions. Well, I don't know many animators that animate in quaternion. So I'm just resetting them all. This is not technically correct. You wouldn't set all the bones to XYZ. Some of the arms and legs might be in different rotate orders, but I'll fix that later. So then this is just assigning names. So like this kind of stuff, like anything that I kind of have in, what's it called? Like capitals, like as a constant. That stuff I will probably put into a UI so you can actually control it. Like this, I'm setting this, like, so if I set this to 5, this is just the size of the thing. I'm setting all of those, which, you know, probably don't need to. So this just gets where they should go. This makes each of those controls at the correct location. One of the things I did learn about Blender, in case anyone is like, oh, coding in Blender. If you're doing stuff between different modes like this, I'm technically in object mode right now, but if I click on this and then I go to edit mode, like the bones come back, and then if I swap back to object mode, if you try to save objects in those modes, when you swap mode, it tries to recreate all of those objects. So what you want to do is you don't want to save the actual object, you want to just save its name and then use that. So I ran into that. I was getting like a UTF type 8 or something error, and it was like, what the fuck is this? So that was something I figured out. So that's kind of, this is all just the God node. This is kind of the main control, and it's got the root attached to it. But that's about it for that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and do this global control. So just in case anyone's like, oh, what are you looking at? This is my Maya file, and I'm literally just kind of going to go through this and see what I need to grab and what I don't. So like if I go to world, like global, one of the things that my Maya file is a little bit broken, which is annoying. I have to like delete everything and then bring it back in for the wires to show up. Like this stuff, like getting the lengths here, there's no nodes for this, I don't believe. So I think I'm gonna have to do like a vector calculation to figure out the length of the things. But I actually don't think I need to worry about this because I don't need the length, because I believe if I just set the bones, like if I set the head of the bone to this and the tail of the bone to this, Blender already calculates the length of it for me. So it'll be okay. We'll see. But yeah, if there's any questions, let me know. But I'm kind of just working off stuff. It's mainly just, at this point, I'm kind of like, can this work as a method, really? And if not, what can I do to make it work? Because I would really like to use Blender. I really would. But like, some of this stuff is messes with my head, because I'm used to being able to kind of access everything at once in Blender, in Maya. And this setting stuff in different modes is really irritating, and not having constraints in edit mode is painful. Because like it means that unless you're doing it kind of this way, maybe there's some other way, I don't know. I think rigging nodes do this, but that's not official, and I don't really want to use something that's not official in case it isn't supported. It means that like if you want to set stuff in edit mode, you have to manually place everything, and like there's a certain amount of manual placing, but like you can mess up doing things manually. That's the problem. Like one of the things I have with these, right, is I've locked the locations. So like, for example, I can't pull this off axis. It always has to be in this axis. I can rotate this one because this one can decide the axis. This one can decide the toe tip, but like, you know, I can't pull this one up. That one always has to be attached to the ground because that's how it would work. So that kind of nonsense that I need to fix. Kind of less automation, but more like idiot proofing, I guess, really. And in this instance, I'm the idiot, so. Okay, so what do I need? I need, I think I don't need you yet, but we'll see. I'll come back to you. Because this was how I was going to calculate the distance, but since Blender already has lengths, I don't know if I need to. You can set lengths. That is something I've learned, which is useful. So if I set the direction, and then I can just set the length, where it should be okay. But I don't know how long I would need. See, like I probably need this to be able to set the length. You know what I mean? I don't know. I do not know, chat. I do not know. We'll see. So what do I need first? I need to be able to get the objects. So I set these all up and I've named them like global. So this is kind of the main control. This pulls everything along. This is the up vector for the IK. I've locked this one because this is just a guide location basically. This is for the whole heel. And basically what will happen is this will like rotate like that, and then these will rotate together. I use a what's it called? Set-driven key in Blender in Maya to do that. I think I might be able to use a driver to do the same thing here. Not sure. This is the joys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab you, just grab the naming. And if anyone has any questions about the code, I can probably clean a lot of stuff up, but honestly, the API is a little bit hard to follow. And this, I will say, this is the thing I miss the most about Maya. One of the things I miss most about Maya. This like box of like, this is listing everything you do. It doesn't list shit. Like, okay, I grabbed an object in the outliner, I didn't extend it, and I deselected all. I don't know. Like, if I click on this, for example, this is what it said happened. I selected an object, and that's all. But like in Maya, if I did that exact same thing, it would show me what I selected, and I could literally just copy it and redo that again. Like, this is very not helpful. Like, I find that this box really doesn't help me do most things, which is not helpful, because like in Maya, you could do an action, you could do like a set of actions in a row, literally copy the code from the script editor and just redo that every time. Like, you know, it's one of those things where you know, everything would be set named and stuff would be hard coded, which isn't good. But like, as someone who was trying to learn this stuff, like through that, it was super helpful. It was like, oh, okay, if I want to translate an object, I could just call this, and then I can, you know, you can change the names, you can change the things, but like, it's just, it doesn't give you anything. It's really not good, because most of these I think are based off the selection, which is the problem. They don't give me what I'm holding. It's not as good. So I need to rename these. So let's see. What do I actually need? I think I need like ankle guide. Oh. And then I need a tip guide. Grab you again. And this should be toe to RC guide. Ankle. So that's the other issue that I'm having right now, is that most of this stuff that I'm doing is like hard coded in. Don't love that, but I'll just build a system around it for now. And this is more of a proof of concept for me, because it's one of those things where this has all been in proof of concept, right? Where if I can't get this rig to work in Blender, I'll just have to use Maya, and I'll just have to pay for it, and I'll just suffer, and my bank account will cry. Because you need to be able to redo things efficiently, so not being like having to manually do everything the whole time. No, not a fan. I know that you could use Rigify. I checked out Rigify. It seems pretty useful. I think they're essentially just doing what I'm doing, but in a different way. And I don't know. We should see. So, okay, give me a second now. So we're gonna look at this file yoke again. Please give me the node editor. So what do I grab here? So I do grab this. I don't know why. Basis vector. So I get angles. Okay, so control. Where do you just go straight into that? Okay. I guess I'll just put this over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to find heel control. Okay, RC control. Oh, is there no heel control? That's world ankle. Yeah, this is just the SRT. Okay, so yep. So these controls, even though I listed as controls, are just guides. My naming was not the best. I just pump all those. So I need to get these angles, which is the tricky part. Basis vector. Where are you? Your Z forward, because that's the way forward. Okay, so which way is these forward? Is X forward? So Was that at the world, or was that? I think it was parent and beneath the guide, right? Yep. So it's under the whole guide. So this one needs another one of these. Grab you. Get rid of you. And this is. Oh yeah, these these names are all wrong as well. Nice. These should all be L. There's probably a quick way to rename, but there's only 3, so I'm not gonna. I need to realign my chair as well. I'm gonna get myself fucking back pain. Okay. This is basis vector. So this should be just one, no, just 0. Oh, 0. This is another thing. It's like I don't know where it stored it, but it stored a value here to zero it out because it should be parented to this. So if I zeroed it out, it should go to that. I don't know a quick way to reset that. So, well, another way to reset, the proper way to reset that, I guess. You can just click here and just do object and it'll reparent it back. I guess space data, is that what I want? I don't know. But now it's here, so that's what I want. So this should be 1. And the other thing that's kind of annoying is I have to individually save the script, which is fun. Okay. So what now? I have to do angle between direction. Okay. So let's just do toe direction, I guess. Hip to toe. Because I think one of the reasons that this is also confusing is that I think I'm trying to build this backwards technically because you want the foot whirl to be able to go forwards and backwards, so it gets a bit confusing. So I actually do want this script. So distance between vec. Well, actually no, I want angle between. So I want angle, and I guess I want import. I'm just gonna print these as well. Make sure that they are printing. So one of the things that is fucking with me, I think most of all in my head, like it's one of those things I might be able to get around it, but it's just messing with me. Is that like in Maya, I can have a full connection from a guide plugging into something else, and have a whole connection the whole way down until the very end, and I could leave that connection. I could sever it if I wanted to, but I could leave that connection the whole time. In this one, I don't have that option because I can't directly constrain things to the edit bones, and you can't do anything to those. Like if I make an edit bone, just for example, if I make a new armature, just drag it out just so it's not on top of my one. If I go into edit mode here, edit mode, there's no like things for this. I can set the translation of the head and the tail. I can't set I can't set the entire bone's translation or its rotation or anything like that. So I have to figure out a way to do that. So that's gonna be fun. I think that's kind of my main issue right now, is that there's no way to like keep the chain going the whole way so they're always connected. They break at this point, and I have to make sure that they work in pose mode. That's what's fucked me up most, I think. So delete these. And see, it doesn't delete here, which is annoying. It does delete. I checked it. I do believe it does delete if you restart. It's just saving the data in case you need it, I think, which can be helpful, but it's just confusing. If I run this, oh, the other thing I need to do is this. I don't like this menu. I wish I could dock this. That would be so helpful. Can I dock this? No, this is the Python console. This is not helpful at all. Like the Python console is not really that useful. I want the actual console because this is the thing that types stuff. I also wish it could stay Properties. Oh, 1 second. What is this? No. I don't think so. Just- Like, I want this to stay on top. Like, because if I click in, it goes behind it, which is super annoying. I'm gonna pop that over there for now, and I'll let you guys know if it prints. Oh, I think Blender's just crashed. It's crashing a lot as well. I can't see any reason that of anything that I'm doing that would make it crash. Doesn't make any sense to me, so I think it's just crashing. I don't think it's something I've done, thankfully. Who knows? Maybe it is. Who fucking knows, dude? Who fucking knows? So give me this window back, please. Let's run you again, please. Like global. Oh, I changed these to R. I forgot. This is why hardcoding things bad idea. If I make a whole UI for this, maybe I'll be fine. Okay, so I am getting those values. So we're good. So what I want to do now is, I guess I want to make, trying to think like control wise, right? No, I don't even want this. What I want is, these are the guides, right? These are literally the guides. I actually have all of these already. Have that, and I have the basis vector. What I actually want now is I want the controls. So that's just the up vector control. This is the real control, the one that controls the rig, not the guide. This is the world ankle. That's okay. And these are the roll mechanics. So this is something I do want. Ankle rolled. So then I want tarsi end, heel. Yeah, so heel, tip, then tarsi. So this is where I have the rotations. So what is that getting driven by? Cut the music stop for a second. What is that getting driven by? That's getting driven by this. Literally just one-to-one. Is that world aligned? That is world aligned. Okay, cool. So I can do that. So I want to make a heel control. Is that what it's called? Roll world. Oh wait, that's roll world. What about you? Where are you getting driven from? Trying to work between all these programs. It's gonna make me cry one of these days. Ankle global offset. Global offset is, so it's taking in, yeah, it's all, it needs to attach to the end world. Okay, that's okay. It needs to connect to the end. So I'm gonna just make an ankle control. So what is it? I made one. That's called create control. So world ankle create control. So this already, I have it automatically adding underscore control at the end of all these. So I guess it's world ankle. Well, it's I don't know why I have the letters in the middle. I confuse myself sometimes. World. So this needs ankle guide. These take in a parameter, and they also can set a parent as well. So so I want the parent to be God node guide. Do I want that? No, I don't want to parent to that. I want to parent it to God node. Actually, I don't think it's going to work in this instance. Not an edit mode. Can I add an edit mode? Okay, so I need to set this back to edit mode again. Oh, that's another thing I have to keep doing. So like realistically, what I probably should do I should probably build it all in one mode and then come back to do this shit. So, I'm just kind of using these as rough dividers for now. Control, building, in object mode, I guess custom shape. Custom shape. Just these don't need to be up here then, because this won't work otherwise. So I think I'm gonna have to shift these down too. This is stuff I need to clean up. Like realistically, I probably should add these to one list and just like iterate over the list or something like that. That might make more sense. If adding all like this, iterate over a list. Oh, question mark. Okay, so now this should work. Ankle control should be parented. It just won't have a control, it'll just be a bone. Okay, I've got a pose mode. If I move this, for example, it shouldn't move. If I move this, it shouldn't move. If I move this, it shouldn't move. If I move this, oh, okay, it should be God node offset. How do we make that very quickly? Now, if I move this, cool. Because these are world controls, but you want them within the world control rather than just within the world itself. Because otherwise, if I moved this and the rest of the character moved, it would stay there, which could be problematic. These are generally just setting like placers for the scene anyway, so it's not that much of an issue. That's the world ankle. That should probably be a circle as well, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to try and make up all the controls and then actually physically make the controls and then worry about this. So that's the world ankle control. So like what I'm doing here is I basically get the offset and then I put it in the space of the world end, and then I have to pump it back out because we don't have options in what's it called, in Maya to in the version of Maya that I was working in to put a matrix into a matrix. And then what I'm basically doing, I'm putting this into an SRT buffer so that the control itself is zeroed out. But in Blender, since I'm doing this all like this is already zeroed out in pose mode specifically. Like you want it zeroed out for the animators, basically. Okay, that seems to work. I think my rotate orders are like not the actual rotate order, but like I think these are pointing the wrong way, which is an issue. I think they're all pointing the same way, so it's probably fine. But like I'm worried that if I have to export this out, it's gonna break. We'll see. We'll have a look at that one later. Okay, so that's the ankle control. The up vector control is the exact same, so I might just make that as well. Up vector. L slash knee up vector. Oh, I didn't actually grab the up vector control. I'm a dumb. Oh, I can get rid of these prints. So I'll grab you. So this is a vector guide. So one of the reasons I don't super love doing this purely is just what's it called? Thinky face. Shark, help me think. What am I trying to say here? Is that in Maya I could do this all through nodes. I wouldn't have to physically write it and like run it and then do like, you know what I mean? It would just be instantaneous. So this is I would say more problematic prototyping. Like I have this system working, so I'm not as worried. So that's okay to me. So this should also be parented to the God offset. It's world aligned as well. I know it's pointing up that way, but I don't know. I just have to pick a method, and I can always change it later. Like it's literally just changing this. The other thing is if you don't have the like if you make these equal, they just disappear, which is problematic. Like if you do that, they just disappear. Like that one didn't actually completely disperse, but if I literally copy it place for place, it will just vanish. It stops existing. Oh, maybe not. I got a pose mode, I think it does though, right? Oh no, it still exists. Interesting. But you should do it programmatically. It didn't exist. That's at least one thing I know for a fact. So these are those two controls done. So those were easy controls. I didn't have to really worry about those. So what I need to do now is I need to get the angle. I need to get the length between those two things. I don't know if I actually need to get the length. That's kind of my main thing that I'm trying to think about here. Roll world. So this is angle. This is the anim parameters. So this is that's the foot roll actually happening. So what basically I'm doing in this method, now maybe there's a better way to be doing it in Maya, in Blender even, is that I basically, if I do a foot roll, I think you'll be able to see this. Turn on skeleton and turn on guides. Where are you? Or like roll mechanic wise. If I pull you over. So if I actually do a foot roll, what's happening is this is literally just playing, and it's just transposing the rotation values over basically. So that's kind of what I was talking about with a foot roll. Because you kind of bend your foot, but then you extend it out basically. Okay, so we'll have a look at that. So I'm just gonna put like roll mechanics. So if I want the first one, what I want is trying to think. I want the heel. So I don't actually have that yet. Grab you again. Might just put this on top. Heel guide. You. Have you? So I want to make another control at the heel. Heel. So this is something where like this method is literally auto doing stuff, which I probably should change. What I could probably do is, so that's parent. Yeah, I think I could do this. Suffix equals control, and then just change this for suffix. And then if I do put in a suffix, it should be fine. So what I want is this should be field guide. Yeah, I'm a little bit brute forcing this, which is unfortunate, but c'est la vie, c'est la vie. So what is this actually parented to? The real question. That's the heel. What is that heel parented to? I'm gonna just reset this for a second. So this is parented to, it's just parented to a 0, 0, just straight to the world. And then parented to world, which is this, right? Okay, cool. So what I also need for you is leg global world. Right. Grab you. Grab you. So what I want to create is roll mechanics equal do all of this, because I don't think I can have empty groups. I'm just basically gonna have a bone that does nothing. Roll roll mechanics. I want want this to actually be set to God node. I guess underscore guide. I want it to be 0, 0'd. And I wanted it to be parented to none. But I wanted to not have a suffix. And then this, this I wanted to be parented to. Actually, need to do this again. But this is kind of just organizational. I guess I could do HRC. So this should be a leg global world. Heal. Ray control, that's fine. I guess this is just, these are just SRTs, I guess. Oh, underscore. SRT stands for scalar rotation translate, in case anyone's like, what the fuck does that mean? L, I need to figure out this name convention because I'm swapping, not a good idea. Usually I would want the letter at the start, so it's the easiest find, or like a search and find. Or you can always just swap the first letter, then it's super easy. L control, guess what? Leg, global, main. What did I call it in here? I guess roll world SRT, that kind of makes sense. Like L roll world. I guess Jesus. I guess I want to call it leg roll, right? Because, well, I guess you wouldn't roll your hand. I'd still have to set up all the IK for the hand, but I wouldn't have to roll it. Okay. So let's give this a shot and see what happens. Let's see what broke. Nothing breaks. Awesome. Now, organization-wise, how's this going? So these aren't parented. Oh, this should be parented to you. You should be parented to you. Restart. Roll mechanics. I want you parents. Also, I don't like the way this is thing. I think I'm just going to roll. Oh, I'm getting an error. What? Item dot. What line is that on? 43? 113. Did I fuck up here? So it's parent. Oh, it's location. Fuck, I fucked it up. Wait, this does need a parent. That's where it goes. Get my own things then. Then that. And this needs heal guide. Here. Oh, cool. I did it all right. Now are we okay? There we go. Roll mechanics, world, and then the SRT. I might have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery on the heal. So I think what I could do is I want heal.tip to be equal to tip underscore guide. No. Heal.tip. Edit point object has no property. What? Edit bone object has no. Okay. So it's taking a bone. I create a bone. Oh. Wait, no. Bone equals that. Print heal. What? Edit bone underscore SRT. What? It's not tip, it's tail. Okay, Jesus. I was like, what's going on? It's not tip. I know what's wrong. That's my own fault. Tail. There we go. So what I want to do now is I basically want to do the whole thing again but backwards. So I need to do this again. Swap out heal for tip, where I was getting tip from. L underscore tip, and then this one should equal total currency. This one should be tip, and then heal. There we go. And them again. I might have to do an extra one more so than normal, but we shall see if that happens. So this should be Tarsi. L underscore Tarsi. I'll probably have to rename these because I'm using like this isn't the actual Tarsi. This is just for the role mechanics, but who knows? Let's see. Tarsi. One thing I might just move this just so. Grab that. So it's a bit of a better order. So I want it to be I want this. I want ankle here, but I want it to be parented to the tip. Okay. Okay. Let me just have a look at this for a second now. All of these role mechanics so they're easy to see. So world, that's fine. Heal, yeah, the heal could be further back. Tip, Tarsi, and Tarsi end. So I actually have the tail. I might need another thing for this. We shall have to see. I think this is just a visualization thing, so I don't think it's actually going to matter too much. So if I'm going to pop this out for a second. Attribute editor, copy tab. If I pull you, does your value change? Yes. Okay. Oh, it's fairly broken. So if I just hide this for a second, just so you guys can see. Oh, can I not hide bones? Weird. Oh, I can hide them in pose mode. Interesting. Okay, I just hide this. Oh, I have to hide them all. So these are the role mechanic bones. Like, you know, that I would say these two don't need to be bones. They could just exist, but what I have. I don't think I could parent them to just nonsense. But maybe. I'm happy enough anyway. Okay. I might take a small break in a second, so I'll look at a drink. It is still pretty hot in here. So what I need now is I guess I need their values. Right, toe length, RC length, and then I need the two angles, or the three angles. Okay, so I can get the two lengths anyway. 1 second, wait, if I do... So let's just do one at a time just so I don't mess this up. So toe length is tip to tarsi. Okay, that makes sense. Toe length equals... So that would be this bone, which is hip, equals, I guess, hip, right? So hip dot length. And so PO length. Okay, that works. Is that actually accurate though? The real question. It is. Yes, accurate. And then tarsi length equals tarsi dot. That's actually useful. I guess I should print this too. Print. Okay. Mode. Yep, accurate. Also, if you're like, what is he looking at? This shows the length of the bone, and I am getting it over here. So. It's just trying to keep everything on screen. It's a little bit messy since I can't put stuff on top of other things. So I have the two lengths. I'm gonna save just in case shit breaks. So basically, what I want to happen is I want this to do like that. These lengths are probably wrong as well. Like if I probably want like this to be closer to that. Restart. Ta-da. What should happen is it should be able to calculate this every, like, I shouldn't, just by being able to set this location, I should be able to set the roll correctly to a degree. There'll be a little finicking just on final touches, but I can like open that basically. So what I also need is I need the angles. So this is the rest angle. I need all the rest angles so that I can have them be the original, like be the old angles basically, because you're going to basically blend between them, I think. Let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I don't need these anymore. Also, just if you're like, why? Basically, in the way I have my setup is these are all my guides, right? These are all guides, and what will happen is the method I was using would have a guide detach script. So what would happen is I would attach all of these, and then they would be attached into this specific. So I would go into like show all attributes. Oh, maybe not show all, but actually, fuck it, they're already in there. You'd be able to plug them all in. They would be attached here, and I would be able to unhook them with just a button press. Unhook every guide. The values would be saved in this thing. That's why these values are these numbers, because they are the actual values, but they're just saved over. And all of their connections would still be saved to another node, and then I could just attach them back. That's the way I was used to working. So we'll see if I can get something similar. There's probably better methods, but who knows? Who knows? So that's the actual world controls. I don't need to worry about you. Not helpful. So like global. So I guess what I need is I need angles. So this is, what angles do I need? We go back to the normal size. So I need parity to world. So that's the basis vector. As I think about this now. Second. This is the torus angle, so those are these all to the basis. So this is not the basis. This is getting negated. Why am I negating that? Is this actually being used? I think this is being negated for the actual guide itself. I actually need to add a property to this as well. I need to add a property to the world guide. I'm gonna put that in my note. Set up pose groups, pose rows pointing the other way. Add property world ankle bar roll. Oh. This, like, basically the world vector's done. There's nothing else I need to do with this. This is just the input. Yeah, that's fine. This should technically be like way over here. Because basically I have an input output system. So everything, like this is all kind of one module. So, like this is an output, even though it's not labeled as one. So everything that comes into this module to assign everything should come in through this node. Unless it's already being made in that module. And then anything that leaves it has to go through this. So you have a clear connection of like a bite-sized thing. It makes troubleshooting a lot easier than having like all the nodes connected willy-dilly. It makes me know, okay, it's not working because the leg global is wrong or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So you, rather than having like a super deep hierarchy, you kind of have smaller hierarchies that all interconnect, which I quite like. Plant length. That's interesting. Where's plant length? Going here. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a small break and just go to the bathroom. Just fine. And I'm gonna get some water and stuff. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, we are back. Sorry for that. That took a bit longer than I was expecting. Oh. Okay, so I want the angle between where's the direction? Okay. I'll look at this for a second. So what I want is, let's just get toe rest angle. Well, I want this at all possible. And to get that, I need to do toe rest angle equals x dot angle y, right? So to do that, I need two vectors. So I can just take I guess what I also want is I want this then. So I want a basis vector. I guess I just want its location. Does that work? Probably not. Nope. Your object is not okay. I just want a location. Want print basis vector. Huh? Oh, would help if I actually hold it. Cool. That makes sense, right? Yep. Okay, so do this. I want basis vectors 2, so I want to compare basis vector. I need to figure out what x is. So x should be toe direction equals. So I want that's just subtracted, right? Okay. And there's no normalize or anything on that. No. Okay. Equals are these just translates? Yes, just translates. Okay, so then it tip. Well, actually no. It's I specifically want the toe, so I actually just want tip guide minus toe to RC guide. Print toe direction. And then I guess I want this to be. Okay, does that work? Oh, I misspelled something. Direction. Direction. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's toe rest angle. So what do I need to grab now? So that's I got this. Actually, can I see what that is? Toe rest. Oh yeah, I mean the degrees are going to be different because the values are all different. So hopefully we're okay. Don't know, to be honest. Don't know. Hopefully it's all good. We shall have to wait and see. Okay, so now I need Tarsi direction. So that's Okay. RC rest angle equals. I probably don't need these, but you know. With toe direction dot angle. Guess then I need RC direction. RC direction equals that. That is RC minus ankle. So this minus ankle. Right. All good. It seems to be all good still. I guess we're going just to see. RC rest angle. Cool. So now I have both of those. This is a negate, so just if I just put this in here, for example, just negates. Oh, no. Okay, so maybe I do need a negate for that. Print RC rest angle. Okay, did negate it, so that's all good. Oh wait, no. Okay, and what else do I need to grab? I just need Tarsi to world, which is Tarsi direction. Okay. World rest angle equals RC direction dot angle basis vector. Cool. I'm gonna check this time because I'm happy enough. That's well, actually that's ankle rest. Maybe I'll just do that. Ankle rest angle. Okay, so I have all of this information. I have the lengths. I have toe length, plan length. That's the only thing I don't have is a plank. Well, this is Tarsi length. Those are rest angles. That's toe length. Where's Tarsi? Where's the plant length? Where is that getting stood? Give me 1 second. Gonna see length. I guess distance. What am I calling these? No, I'm calling them length. Length. Oh, Tarsi. I wasn't actually using plank length. Maybe I was just adding those together. What's the values? Okay, I could have just been adding them together. Here. Nope. Not happening at all. What? I think I'm missing a... Nope. Nope. No, that's not global leg. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to try and figure that one out. I have Tarsi and toe length. I have all the rest. That one should be separated, but cool. And I have those two vectors done already. So these are actually done as well. This just needs an extra property added. Control. So I need to worry about this nonsense now. Yay! Fun, 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 fun. That's just controlling this. I don't actually need that. I mean, maybe I should. Basically, I need to add a control to... How do I add a property? Blender, add a custom property. Python. Okay. Problem is, if I add a property, if I go to edit mode, just for example, if I go in here, and I add a custom property, right? Let's call this roll. Roll. Okay. If I go to pose mode, does that still exist? No. It only exists in edit mode. Okay. I just move these down here just so those are all together. These are the things I want. Calculate. So I guess what I should just have a look at is, are any of these just getting straight up set? So this is just getting set based off of... Nope, take that back. This is getting set off of something. Parse rest equals parse end. Oh, this is parse end. Fuck. This is just... That's just a unit conversion. So what I need now is I need these to be... I'm done guiding. But these are actual pose bones. Okay. A bit loud. Need to do actual do SDK in pose mode. Right. So need to swap. Well, I guess I can just swap to object mode, so I can do this. And then I can just select, for example, let's just do, there's Tarsi end. So that doesn't actually get anything, that just gets a length, so that's okay. This does get a rotate. So what we want is, does it actually oh, it rotates back, right? So the forward rotate. So what my forward is pose mode X. So I'll rotate between X. Interesting, they're also on X here. Weird. Yeah. So this is just a clamp. It's taking an input. Taking an input, and it's just clamping. Yep. Oh, but then it's converting it into a rotation. Oh, okay. Can I actually see this as a graph? Is that allowed? Windows animation graph editor. These will be graphs. Yeah, those are graphs. This isn't. This is just a clamp. Okay, so I can try that one. So heal. So what I want is I want to add a driver. Um, uh, add driver for heal, but what I want is basically if I push forward on whatever value I'm going to do, I want this to go back that way. I don't want it to ever go that way. So how do I do that? So we're in pause mode. I need to do this again, don't I? I need to do this nonsense. Before I guess before I do that, save out all of these values so I can get the bones again. So I guess I want heal, tip, and then Parsi. I think I need that now. So if I want to affect these now, what I want to do is I want to create a driver. Blender, how to create driver. How to create driver Python. Okay, one second. If I do this, if I add driver, no, I don't get an update on that. Like, this is why this is useless. Save. If I update, if I add a driver, I don't see it in the thing. Oh, here we go. Driver button. No. Okay, so I have any scripts on this. Oh, here we go. Small script here. I was gonna look at trying to do stuff, so okay, so if I go pose bone. Okay, one second. Def get pose bone. Bone armature. This return pose bone. Bone armature. I can just do heal be equals get PB armature. I guess print heal PB. Oh, didn't work. Oh, heal. Oh wait, does that need the actual bone? Oh no, it should be fine. No, it should be fine. What's the name? Nope. What's going on now? Print heal. Print. That is giving me the name. That's fine. What? Okay, maybe I can't. Okay, I think this it doesn't like this, so I'm just gonna sit like. Okay. What? Heal. 155. Getting here. Oh. Right. Didn't think about that. Shit. Okay, so I need to set these here. Their bone parent. What? 112. What did I do wrong now? Oh, but I can't set them. I see. It. Right, so I set them up here. Okay. Just set them with these. I see. I now see the issue. I'm using them to set the locations of stuff up here. And this is something I'll have to figure out later. Okay, all good. So now I actually can do what I was doing, which was grab you, def, get close bone, armature, return equals this on armature. Okay, that all works. That's continuing to work now. So now it get close bone. What I could do is I could leave these up here. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to come back and clean that out later. Get pose bone, heal, armature. Okay, that seems to be working. So that's the heal. So then, what does that do? So I need to. So driver equals heal dot driver or add road rotate X. Nope. Oh, heal PB. X is not defined. What? For X. Oh, I see. So I want it to be. No, I want it to be 0. Hmm. Rotate. Driver. Let's underscore add blender. Okay, wait. What? Oh wait, the rotation. It's rotation. That's why it doesn't work. Oh. Nope. That's not right. Property rotation not found. Copy full data path. Oh, rotation underscore user. There we go. Now, this. Cool. So, driver for heal back. var1 equals p dot driver dot variables variable new role. Oh, driver dot what? Okay, that seems to work. So now if I go into here, I open this. Okay, get a new variable. So var1 dot name equals role. Just to make sure that this is actually doing what I think it's doing. Hey, cool. So it is working. So what we want this to do is we want this to be a okay. So var1 dot type equals property. Oh, it looks like it's all, yeah, property. Single prop. Okay. Single prop. They tell you kind of the options here. Single prop transforms, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty useful. Single prop. I think it's defaulting the single prop, but I don't know if that's because that's what I was using last time. You know what I mean? Don't want to just assume. So let's see what I want. If I go into this again, I go, what do I want? I want ankle. No, I don't want that. I want armature. I want an object, and I want it to be called this. Am I allowed to do that? If I go up here, I just want to see if I add custom property, role. Well, no, I guess role. And let's use that. Is that what this is saying? Role. How do you use single property? I need to look into this because I thought I understood how this worked. If I copy full data path. Oh, I don't want the full data path. I just want the data path. No, no, I'll do that. Okay. Cool. So that does work. But what I need access to the other bones because I don't want to have to dig around. Maybe I could do that. I got rid of this. So I'm now on the word anchor, and then I would like that. Okay, so that's how that could work. Okay, cool. So var1 dot id type equals dot id equals if I actually set this something else. Okay. Object, I assume. Right. Var1. This is the type. But ID equals armature. Oh, shit. Script died. F. Blender, why must you hurt me so? Okay. I think we can get this to work. Oh, anyway. Okay, so var1 dot type equals single prop var1 dot id type equals object var1 dot id equals armature. I don't think armature is right in this context. Wait, what? It's not? Okay, maybe I thought it actually should be based on what I just read. Oh, driver variable has no thing called ID type? Really? No. Alright, that's like anyway. Driver variable. Oh. Target. That's what I need. I don't know why I have this twice. Oh, okay. What about you? You okay with that? Okay. Sweet. Open this. That should be set to that. Perfect. And now R1 dot, I guess, targets. Right. Uh, I guess if I wanted to copy something, let's just make one of these. For example, copy full data path. See, this is literally useless. It literally doesn't help me at all. So I want pose bones. Equal pose bones. Dot roll. And then I want L. Well, actually, I just want ankle world. Is it ankle world or just ankle? Per control world ankle. World ankle name. So how do I alter this? Data. I just want to see if I just run the issue. Pose is not defined. If I go here, and if I just get the ankle control, grab Q in here. So, okay. If I want, oh Jesus, I just run this again. So I want you. Just get rid of this for now. If I run this now, it'll be okay. Cool. Now if I grab you, grab that, and then I go down to here. This, if I just add a property, like copy data path. No, what I want to do is I want to copy the full data path. Okay, so I fucked that one up slightly. So I want this, but I just want this part. Is that it? Those bones. Okay, so I might need to add a thing up here. We're just gonna leave that one for now. What I need to do is I need to add a property to the ankle. To add a property. There. Okay, so wait, if I just turn world ankle. What's wrong now? What? Oh, used the wrong bracket. World ankle. Okay. The other thing I also need realized is I need to add the names down here. I forgot. World ankle equal world ankle dot name up vector equal up vector dot name. So I'm adding this past here, so I can actually add this in up here. So what I want is then get pose bone world ankle armature dot world equals 10. So now for pose mode, world ankle Um, Sweet. Okay, I undid and everything died. Oh, what did I lose? Oh, I lost everything. No, fuck. I didn't lose that much. I don't think. Still, rank equals world. Hold on, name vector equals name. Yeah. Holds bone. Ankle. Armature. Roll equals. I guess 0.0. What is wrong? Pose is not defined. Pose is not defined. Oh, do I need to like just put this all in brackets? That was wrong. I think that was what was wrong. It wasn't a string. So now, if I grab you, now it has a variable, but it's not actually assigned. Okay. I actually don't remember how to insert in variables blender. Right. Dot format. Attribute name. Oh, okay. Okay, that was a bit more tricky just because I'm swapping in and out of naming conventions the whole time. This should have role. What's wrong with you now? I need like these. Very tricky. Hey, we finally fucking have something. If I go over here now. Hallelujah. Fucking hallelujah, dude. Jesus Christ. Okay. Um, ankle. No, that's, I don't want that. I just for a matter of interest, test. Oh wait, no, because it's equal to 0. No, fucking help. It'd be helpful. I guess, variable role. I should do this. And then I should do. No, I don't need that. hopefully everything still works. Cool. Okay, so now how do I actually like assign the expression? Okay, so down here, so then it's driver 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 expression equals equal. So now if I go into here, there we go. Oh. So now I just need to clamp the roll. And then we're Gucci. Yeah. Just give me 1 second. Oh, ow, my head. Ow, ow. Oh, BRB. Okay, we're back at it again. Also, I just realized I need to rename this. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we have all this, so it's doing the roll. So what we just need to do now is we just need to clamp it. So what happens is that only rotates if this control goes backwards. If I type on this, it literally, okay, so literally it's just 1-to-1. So and what is this? So it is -40. So if I go past that, -40 lock. Okay. So can I clamp? Once I can actually, I'm just gonna reload the other scene because I know I had a clamp in this, but I think I just made my own one, didn't I? I did. Fuck. Skeleton. So there's like a max min thing you can do. So max. Okay, one second. Blender Python max. I know that there was a way to do it like a max and min thing, but I don't know what if I'm about to find that again. Okay, what is this? Max roll 0. The min is -40. Give this a shot. So now if I click on new, but now if I go backwards, I guess I should probably just do the testing in here, right? That will probably roll. Let's just do this. Can that work? I actually want min to be that. Is it? Okay. I actually want this to be min 0 and then max. Format max. let's just do like minus 1.3 for now. The scale for this is way off the scale I have in Maya. Is it because it's in radians, maybe? Yeah, so that... yeah, it's in radians. Can I set this to degrees? Math.degrees. Just want to see. So what I want is for example, if I put 5 degrees. How to make oh, okay, here we go. That's what I need. I need it the other way around. Right? I do this, and I do this as a radian. Okay. So then if I do radian, not a radian. So now this should assume that this is a radian, and well, it should try and convert this to degrees, or not. What is wrong? Radian. Oh, radians. Polarization will get you. It'll get you. So now it can be minus like 40. Also, I did this wrong. So this should be max. This should be min. Well, no. This should be max. I think this should be min. And we'll just change this to min. I'll come back and fix this in a second. So now, if I go forward or backwards, nothing changed. Everything's broken. wrong now. So I do think this actually needs to be min max. What I want is if I push this back, it should go forward. Oh, I didn't change it here. Min max. Max. Run this again. Give me this. It's just going the wrong way, but it is right. So what I could do is I could do max, min, and just make this minus. That doesn't make sense, does it? No, it doesn't. Max is 40. Well then, no, max would be this then, right? And this would be 0. Am I crazy? Okay, so it's still going the wrong way because it's a plus value. Okay, let's see. Wait, no, it's this. Min is 0. Being wrong here. I'm losing my goddamn mind. So I'm just trying to think here. I'm just gonna go back to a little bit of the basics. So roll. If I take the roll, so then I take the roll. If it's negative, I want it to go backwards. So actually, what I need to do is this for a second. Is that backwards? No, it's forwards. That's why. What I actually want is negative roll. Yes. I believe. Right? Because if I have negative roll, then if I go backwards, that's right. So what I want then is if that is correct, then minimum I want roll to go minus 40. Right? Maybe I want min is 40? Okay. But now I can go past 0. I don't want min. So actually what I think I want to do is I just want to push this out, and then that should be minus. Right? And nothing work. Shouldn't need to negate anything. So roll. Okay, 1 second. I need to check how min works. Min Python. I see. So this actually just blocks it at -40. Min function returns the item with the lowest value or the item with the lowest value in the interval. So it returns the thing with the lowest value. So this would be lower than this. No, this would be lower than this. So what I want is max. Is that what I want? I think I'm losing my goddamn mind. Clamp. Can't use clamp. If roll is less than or equal to min. What did I do wrong? Oh. Never enclosed. Oh no, I did. Okay. Think about this. Okay. That's fine. So that just converts it to that. So if it's in degrees, that is now in degrees. That is what I want, right? Right. In degrees now. So then if I do max degrees, equals 0. Min. I think that's what I was talking about. It was still in radians when I was working on it. -40. Please tell me that was wrong. What was wrong? Nope. what I think I want minus 40. 0? What I want? Okay. Here's the view. Let's think about this. Think about this. If right now it's equal to this. So max smallest. Okay, here. This is essentially what I want to happen. I'm fucking it up somehow. That. I want max min 40. Min 0. What the fuck is going on with you? So I actually think I need to do the radiance after. Is that what's going on? Is that what's wrong? Hopefully. Yeah, okay. I need to do it after. Why is this still... If I flip that. That's not what I wanted flipped. What I want flipped is this, I guess. Hallelujah. Jesus Christ. That was way too bad. That was terrible. So I want the minimum it to be this. Smallest and that's the largest it can be, and then I just want to convert it back. Okay. That took way too long. I'm so sorry. My brain was just dying. Okay, so we have the heel back done now though. Right? That's the heel back done. Cool. Now we just want the other things to fire off as well. Okay, so let's see what's next. So that's the heel back. Heel back done. I need to worry about anything else. So let's bend. That's the parsi, so that's so you would normally bend the toes first, right? I think. Oh no, it's the tarsi. Tarsi's bending. No, it's tarsi because the chain's backwards. That's why. Okay, so driver for tarsi. PV equals get hose bone tarsi temperature driver equals tarsi under driver underscore add This again. R1 equals. No, this is where things get a little bit more different because I might just have to figure this shit out myself. But I just want to make sure if I do all of this, still good. And now I should have a rotate here. Cool. So what I want to now happen is I want. This is where I just defined this myself. I just made a curve. Windows. No, I'm the wrong one. Windows. Information. It's this. So I guess I could still add. I want role. I still need access to the role. Want all of you. Well, I guess I still want all of this. That's actually okay. I could probably make this into a thing, but driver.expression equals role equals radians. So now bends in, but bends out. There we go. Rotation. Okay, so I guess I want smallest again. I want max 0. Not again. So now if I go backwards, it shouldn't bend in. If I go forwards, it should bend out. Okay. So 40. Thinking about this now. How do I do this? Well, basically what will happen is if that hits 40, then it should start bending back. Getting the max 0, so that's fine. Render driver if okay, so what I want is, I guess, if greater than or equal to 40, not if, okay, so 40 minus roll, and then I want min. If roll is above 40, the result is 40 that, and this is what, minus, I guess max, it's still a max, right? Max is equal to minus 20. Equal to minus 20. I guess if roll is above 40, then it's that. Else max. I do kind of like it like this instead. So. Zero. See if this works. I'm very doubtful it's going to work first time. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Shit. Just not working at all. Okay, what's wrong with the expression? Oh, I see. If that happens, then do that. Let's do this. Please work. Please work. So I can go back. Can I go forward? Oh. Minus roll. Messy, but technically true. Oh wait, no. Not true at all. That would immediately negate it. So I guess I would need 80. I would need, yeah, minus roll. So now it's just start going down. Perfect. Okay. We're almost there, chat. Almost there. Maybe. Question mark. Now I need to do this again. But for the tip this time, I need to just fix the expression now. So tip. Tip underscore PB. Tip. Tip underscore PB. I'll add all of those. That's perfectly fine. So now this expression is going to be different again. So I want the toe curve. So this one just starts at 40 and then goes up to something. Okay, so what it means then is, let's just rewrite this a bit. This again, so roll, but the smallest, I only wanted to activate so 1 second. If roll is greater than or equal to that, roll, else 0. That should work. It's not going to be limited, right? So it's of course not going to work in that regard. Wait. If it's greater than or equal to, what? If roll and do roll, else I mix it up wrong way. Else 0. One of these days I might get those right the first time. And roll minus 40. It's kind of fun though, doing like, I'm trying to figure out how the equations work. What? So what I want to happen is I want it to bend and then for them to straighten out. Oh wait, the way that they're straightening out probably is slightly wrong. For example, if I set this to 80, what value is this actually at? Oh, this is a little bit tricky without curves now, actually. Going with that. Going crazy. I see my positioning is way different. I think. Is that what's wrong? Yeah, it's like way. Cool. So that should probably be what? -10. -10, and then what I need to do is I need to limit this. So min should be like 140. Min Okay, let's give this another shot. So what's happening is the ratios are slightly different. Not too bad though. A little bit awkward to do this slider. The Maya slider is a lot faster. Do like multiple swipe. Okay, so I think that's actually the roll done though. Okay, so now I need to do this again. So probably don't even need that many. So let's just do this one. Separate that out. So this is world. World angle amateur square shape circle shape. What I should do. Oh, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. 1 second now. I don't know why I set it up like that. So I could just set this as scale equals 1. And I can just set this as, I can just make that a tuple. I don't know why I did it like that, but I'm stupid apparently. Scale. What I can just do now is I can just go down here, make this 3. 0.75. This is what I get for doing things late. Or not late. Late at night, I mean. 0.25. I can still just make them variables later if I want to have them outside of control, but gonna affect it too much, to be honest. So this is gonna help though. 3. I would probably want that to be like, and then let's just make this 1 as well. Let's make that a square shape for now. And this should be a vector. So, cool. That probably can be less. So that can probably be like 0.75. And now what I want to do is I want to make a new shape. Add mesh. No, not a cylinder. Don't need you anymore. Add mesh. Cone. Or nothing. Get over here. Oh wait, 45. Object fly transforms. What? Oh, no, stop. Object set origin to geometry. 90. So I set this as set this as that. Pointing the wrong way. So what I actually need to do is I need to go edit mode and turn this on. Edit mode. There we go. It's pointing the right way. Back to edit mode. Get rid of some faces. I'm probably gonna make this a little bit smaller. That's a little bit ridiculous right now. Okay, so now where are those shapes getting added? I think they're up here. So this is pyramid shape equals ppy dot data dot objects pyramid control shape. Pyramid control shape. Rid of view. Grab you and put pyramid shape. There we go. Now if I hide the guides, this is what we have. It doesn't do anything right now, but I have this little snapping on. I can move that, and I can grab you and grab you. You have a value that I want to expose in like this menu, the end panel, but I'll worry about that later. I wonder if I like bring it in here, just for example, if I click on the U, because I have like a bigger screen, right? So I could just like, no, still a mess. So the handy thing about this, which, you know, I've seen other roll methods and they're all fine, is that this is actually just the degrees that it's using. It's like that, you know, that is 40 degrees. Hey Thorny, how's it going? Yeah, no spoilers for Stray. I will not spoil. I still have to finish it myself. It is very good though. That is all I will spoil. You shall enjoy. It is very cute. Okay. Bye. How is your Thursday going, Thorny? Okay, so that's that done. So now I have the roll mechanics done. Those are just the mechanics. Those aren't the actual legs. Actually, I don't know if that really matters. Oh, I managed to lose my oyster card. Oyster card. Oyster card. Oh, I see. You have 2 of them. That is, so you've lost both of them. Deep. I guess you'll just have to buy a ticket like the rest of the plebs. Interesting. I'm surprised that they call it an Oyster card. I think there's a card for that. There's a card for that here. Well, for in Dublin, it's called a Leap card, and I'm like, that kind of makes sense. I'll just buy another Oyster. I mean, hey, I then you'll, if you find the other 2, you'll have 3 of them. So progress. So this is, these are the angles, and they just get bumped out. So this is, if I click on you, you are that control. Okay. Oh yeah, so were you out and about since you needed your Oyster card, or were you just be like, I need this, I want to look for this card, and it is gone? Where is this? So this is where the bones are. You're heading to London tomorrow. Nice. Doing anything cool? I have a couple of friends that I think one of them is looking for an apartment in London, and one of the people I knew in like my first year, she moved to London ages ago. Living in the yeah, it'd be expensive. Come back Sunday. Ooh, big long trip. Something cool going on that you want to share, of course. But yeah, no, living in London sounds painful. Same as living in Dublin. Just expensive. Like I'm like, this is not worth paying $2,000 for like a closet. You know what I mean? Not worth. Okay, so I have. What? The TV show thing. Interesting. I've never heard of Last Leg. Last Leg. Okay, that sounds pretty cool though. I'll be honest, I have no idea who these people are, but should be good crack. And you're just gonna, paint the town red in London, is it? That's pretty cool though. Okay, so done. I guess what I could work on now, because I'm like, now I'd have to start piping this into the actual leg, which that's going to be a lot more work than it probably is worth. Oh, you can do it here. Nice. Okay, cool. That's actually pretty useful. So I want to set the colors. Okay, how do I make a thing? Right. So I guess what I'm doing when I'm up here, make pose groups on armature. So, I guess not post groups. Bone group. Oh. Bone groups. No. My Friday is going to be pretty normal. I'm going to be watching some Critical Role and then some Mistletoe and maybe playing some cat game. So it may be good that you're going to be gone tomorrow anyway, since no spoils. But yeah, oh, cat game is so good. I love the animation. Oh, it's so cute. Lovely. I've Belinda was saying that it's apparently only like 6-7 hours if you're going for like all the collectible things, which of course I am. But so I think I'll probably be finishing it tomorrow, if not Monday. But I don't really have another game lined up, so hopefully I'll finish tomorrow. Okay, so how do I do this? So if I add, okay, so armature dot pose dot group underscore add. Adjuvants them e. Okay, so if I do this, if I do this, nope, doesn't work. I need to update my Steam stuff. I think I'm still might be wearing my because I put on I swapped my icon for like a Christmas thing like so many years ago, and I think it's still that, so I need to do that at some point. At this. Host object has no attribute. Group add. Yes, you added, I think. Super spy. Wow, so sneaky, so sneaky. Yes, you got me. So sneaky. Oh my god, what is going on? Hit me, hit me. Indeed, hit you. 1 second. I want to make sure I'm not like doxing myself. You have been accepted. Okay, cool. What was I doing? Oh, trying to figure out how to add a group. Right. Polygon. Add phone group blender. Rec. Get rec. Add phone group blender Python. I literally showed my wish list like 2 days ago. Anyway, it was literally just me being like, "What games to play?" New. Okay, so wait. Hey, Danny, how's it going? The Journs. They be peeking. They be peeking. I'm still continuing basically that shader growth thing, but I ran into a bit of a snag using the methods I was doing, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to basics and try and build this all the way up. Normally I do this through nodes, but Blender doesn't give me those, so I cry. Phone groups dot new. Enter. Nope. I'm not sure dot pose dot that. No. Dot data dot that. Nope. Object dot pose. Okay, so 1 second. Pose dot bone roots. Did that work? Dot new. There we go. Okay. Enter. Or not. Center group equals that. Center group name equals center. Cool. So this is left group, right group, left, right. So now what I need to do is I need to figure out how to assign bones. to certain groups. So if I select you to assign, close the group assign. So when I set this shape, I also want to set the group, essentially. Um, none. Hopefully this is allowable. Yep. Now, if I go into any of these, and I do center group, nope. Shit. Oh wait, they just don't have color. This is right. Is it? It does. Nice. Okay, so I just need to assign colors now. So that's center group. Center group. Center group, and then these are left. So left group. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to figure out these colors. So color selection. Okay, so center group dot color that equals theme 03. Nope. Bone group dot colors underscore set. Print center group. Change a bone group color set with Python. So that should be fine. The color set. So I think what I actually want, so I need to do this armature dot pose dot bone groups. This shouldn't work, make sense like this, but I've seen stupider, so center color underscore set equals theme 3. I hate that works, but what's wrong with this? So if I just do this, it doesn't like it. Or did I misspell color? I misspelled color. I didn't misspell it. I spelled it with a U. So right group. I need to be able to make my own color sets at some point, but we'll worry about that later. So I want theme 5 for right for red, and then I want 8 for this one. god, it's like invisible. Okay, 5, bad choice. I think 1. Got a different red. Oh, it's not red anyway. Think about that. 5. So the blue one is real bad. 6. I just leave my own colors. These colors aren't very legible, unfortunately. I mean, if I sign this, well, how bad is it? Oh, that's fucking terrible as well. This is the problem of being colorblind. All the themes are so bad. Yeah, that's a little bit more legible, not by much. Sign, okay. That red is also not great. Like, it's cool when it's like when it's selected. Yes. When it's not selected, terrible. So I'm not gonna do this right now, but I'll do it later. Custom colors. Cool. So I have the assignment done, which this is actually quite useful because I can go like I'll select everything that's in that and move it. Or not. There we go. Okay, cool. So I would call that a success. How long have I been going for? I actually haven't checked. Oh, just a bit over 3 hours. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So colors are set. I have custom shape building and bone group assignment. Oof. So this SDK is being done in, all of this is in pose mode. This is all in edit mode. Okay, so this is kind of stuff where like could be a problem. I didn't actually need to use this, did I? No. But what I might just do is I'm just gonna leave it in there. Just comment down. Just in case I need it later. Won't have to go digging for it. So this is kind of just assignment of all of the things. The only one that's different is this. And then these are creates. And these are assigning the tips. That's fine. Then I got the angles, lengths. Definitely need to comment this up at some point. Not today though. Need to do SDK in pose mode. I guess. Yeah. Just need to be on X. Like all of these are repeats. So I'm just trying to think like if there's a way I can make this function. I don't know if there's a point in making it a function purely just because maybe there is. Just because this is different, but everything else is the same. Don't know. I need to say about names rather than blah blah blah. Bit of a list, yes. So I think that's still worth probably doing. Is or actually, can I even do it? Oh, it's for the names. This is for the names. I guess I moved somewhere. Keep that with them, otherwise I'll forget to do that. Where are all the names? Wait, where are all the names? Here they are. Jeez. If they were a dog, they would have bit me. Okay, so progress. So this is the up vector done. I have a roll. So if I do this, it'll straighten out. If I do it the other way, it'll do a heal back. There's a point. And the main thing is if I turn this off and I just turn on the guides, I can just adjust everything. Okay, I'm like, does this even need to be visible? If I'm not gonna, probably not. I don't know why I have it set up like that, but it doesn't make more sense. So I like put that over there. Like, okay, no, I want it up to be there, and I want this to be. I don't even know what this is. What is this? Oh, this is the basis vector. Oh, okay, that should be hidden. I don't want that visible. For example, put you there. Let's put you there, and like you here. Now if I rerun this, boom, it tries to make it. Even though this is absolute nonsense. I want to see purely just what this tries to do. Undo. Okay, I have enough undos. Yeah, so I can still hide this, I think. Let's make it not visible. This I definitely want to be on and everything locked. So that's the leg global. Now I need to hook that up to the actual leg. This is literally just tracking the leg position. What I need to do is I just quickly remake this. So all this is actually for is because if you want to do a foot roll, normally your leg goes like, you know, but like, you know, normally you'd bend your leg this way, or, you know, however you'd bend it, right? But if you want a foot roll, you're actually bending, you're starting the bend from here because you want to bend that way. You basically you want reverse bending, because if you wanted to bend your foot in an FK setting, you'd be bending it this way. You'd bend this and then you'd bend this. But since you want it the other way around, you have to start from this and then go here. So you have to have a backwards setup. So that's why this is global. And if you what I'm basically doing primarily is getting like this location. Where's my thing? This, because what happens is if you're trying to solve IK, which maybe I won't be able to solve IK, who knows? Maybe I'll just have to cry about it. If I do a roll like this, my control hasn't moved. My control is still stationary, like this. Also, I'll turn off the guides because I don't need them. So you don't want the control moving because it's a little bit awkward. But the foot itself would move. So this is moved up here. So if you're doing IK, for example, if you had like a knee like this, the IK should react to the foot roll even though the control's not moving. So what you would want is you would want it to bend. That's not the best, like that. So you need to be able to get this point and then feed it through, which I don't know if I'll be able to do. That's the issue. We shall have to see. I think I should be able to. What I might need to do is I might add another bone there. That might be the kind of solution. You know what I mean? Because what happens is, like, this is technically not a bone. Like this is a bone, but it rotates from here. This is nothing. This is just the tail, and all that information it has about that is. I actually don't know if I can even access that information from here. Maybe I can, but I might not be able to. So I might just have to add another like bone here. That's just like a dummy bone. That's literally just there, so I have a reference of what the fuck is going on. So I might actually write that down just in case I forget. Pose. Yes. May need to add additional bone to end of tarsi so that the world matrix of it. But yeah, so now I'm actually I'm starting to get to the point where I can start doing this again, you know, not this badly, hopefully, but like this leg will just be getting information from the world. So that's the fun part. But what I'll be doing is I'm going to try and set up my normal leg setup, which keeps everything on axis, because that can be a big issue when you're trying to sort out legs, is keeping stuff on axis. But like if I pull up my guides here, let's see if I can do that. Turn off tag, or turn on tag only, I guess. So now actual leg left guide. So if I show turn off polygons. So that's this is the leg position, and if I was in proper guide mode, it would make sure that this knee is not going off axis. So I can go kind of this way, I can go this way, but I can't go this way. That's kind of the main thing. These are all just aim things, which I don't know if I need anymore. So like a lot of this stuff, like these SRT buffers, are things that aren't necessary in Blender, and they're actually not that necessary in Maya going forward. These are basically so that this control, usually you use an SRT buffer so that a control will be zeroed out. So if I actually get like a control here rather than this, like this control will be zeroed out. But if I didn't put an SRT buffer, it'd have all this nonsense for the animator, which would be really annoying instead of being zeroed out. But what happens is in Blender, they're kind of just saying that this is edit bone, and then this is pose bone. They're kind of storing it hidden under the hood, basically. In Maya, in the new versions of Maya, there's also an extra little tab here that's called is it prebind matrix? That's not right. Maya 2020 matrix. Oh no, it's offset parent matrix, which is basically what they're saying is that you can basically plug whatever values in here into like a section here, and it'll kind of do it already. So you can skip a whole node. Essentially, you wouldn't need to have this in the graph, but it would still keep this zeroed. It's just kind of slightly more efficient. The main benefit for it is that a lot of the time when I was working on this, you'll see that I had to do a lot of these. Matrix to SRT, which these are decomposed matrices, decomposed matrix nodes. Basically, just say, hey, I want this matrix, but I want to be able to use it. Like if I want to just plug it directly into something, here. This is a SRT buffer for this, but I want to plug this matrix, which is just a multi matrix, into it. You're not allowed to do that in the old Maya. You weren't allowed to do that. You had to always decompose it, and then which would just separate it back into translate all these ones, and then you could just feed them in directly. But in new versions, since you have the offset parent matrix, you can just plug this directly in. Bang. You could just skip this whole node as well. And like you could skip this whole node, and you could literally just plug it straight into this one, which is very useful. So you like it saves, every time you had to do that setup, it saves two whole nodes. It just makes it a little bit less legible unless you're in the node editor, but fine. It also cleaned up the graph as well. So like if I wanted to kind of step up in this, can't because the SRT here, so I could build the skeleton a little bit more sensical. So that could be helpful, but it is what it is. I really like matrix stuffs, but I really do miss like this node editor. Terrible node editor, but I miss having a node editor. So bad. You know what I mean? Like it's better than not having it, I guess. Just being able to be able to see the like, what's it called? The thingy. Being able to see how things are connecting to one another, fantastic. Which is essentially what I'm doing with this, basically. You know, I'm essentially just kind of, a lot of this is just me hooking up nodes. It's just, the main thing is I can't keep a connection going aside from 2 drivers. These are the only ways connections can be kept going, or I can see, or constraints, but I haven't even looked at those yet. So what I'll probably do is like this. I'll like, you know, I'll get a bone. Like, actually, we'll just have a quick test of this just to see what would happen. If I duplicated, if I went into edit mode, I duplicated you. If I went into edit mode, I duplicated you. And I come back out to pose mode. And I did a copy rotations for this, and I want L heal SRT, but I specifically just want its local rotation to my local space, and then I want to before original. What would happen now is if I go, there we go. So it's copying it, but this is still 0, so I can add a rotation on top of it, which is all I want. And it just means that so I can put this anywhere now. So for example, if I grab to this bone, it's because it's still parented to that, so it shouldn't be parented to that. It should be you know, parented properly, but for now we're just gonna relations. I can't break it in here. Edit mode, get rid of this just for now. And now if I move this around, I could put this anywhere and it will still copy the rotation because it's taking the local rotation. So that's the idea. And that's basically what I have set up in Maya, which you saw. I showed ages ago where I can move it around and it didn't affect anything. So this is, I'll have to basically just remake this, but actually in the skeleton. But what will happen is I won't need to I won't need to exactly copy it. I can copy their locations instead, because I don't need all these bones. These bones are this way purely just because I needed them that way for the. What am I trying to say here? I needed them for the. Use words. I needed them for this, for the foot roll. But normally, Jesus. I just run this again. That is also, I think it's kind of a reset. It's a quick reset. Normally your bones would be, you know, rather than it going kind of this way, it would be this way. So the chain is going the wrong way. And I basically will reverse that, but I'll be able to keep the locations of things and just copy those over. Hopefully. And I'll just be able to kind of pipe these on top. So like this rotation, I'll just be able to pipe into something else. I won't have to actually have this bone because, you know, you don't have this bone in your foot, because this is basically underneath your foot. Oh, get tired, man. Get tired. But yeah, so main thing I'm happy with is somewhat getting used to the scripting. The tools I made yesterday mostly worked. There was a couple of stuff like those custom shape stuff. I cleaned those up a lot, which was good. And I set up the pose group, which I'm happy enough with that. And like the fact that I was able to make this work, it may be a little slow, who knows. The fact that I was able to make it work, it's fantastic. That's so good. I'm very happy. That's, you know, I was worried I wasn't gonna be able to do this, and we should see. But yeah. I'm so tired this week. I don't know why. I think it's just I'm still wiped after all the heat. But yeah, so like the fact I can make this work, I'm like, maybe I can get the IK to work, because If I can't get those to work, and maybe the IK, I'm not too fussed if I can get the IK to work. I could just use their built-in IK and just deal with it. But it's just stupid, really annoying. The other thing I realized when I was looking at this is that, thinking about it, if I have to use their IK, this foot roll is not going to work, I don't believe. So we shall see. I'll have to wait. I'll have to check and see. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely still prefer working in Maya right now. Like, this is not too bad. But not having the node editor really sucks because it's very hard to visual. Like, this is, you know, okay for now, but like I've added a global leg and I've added a global thing. I need to add a leg, a spine, an arm, a global arm, a hand, a neck, a head, and like then doubles of all of those. So this is going to get very spaghetti code very quickly, and it's just very hard to read through it and kind of understand what's going on. So I need to write some notes for myself, like some comments. But it's just, yeah, hard to see. And like, you know, I was already running into issues where like these names I assigned in, I moved those and then things weren't working well, and it's just, this is going to be a fucking nightmare as I keep going. But basically what I've kind of I think I've essentially done is I'm like, okay, this half of the code is everything that needs to be done in edit mode, I guess including that, and then this half of the code is everything that needs to be done in pose mode. I just don't know if I'll be able to set everything like that, so I might have to do a hop in and hop out kind of thing, which is going to be a pain in the arse. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to send it off to someone, hopefully. And we're going to be playing Stray again tomorrow. I'm hopefully going to finish it. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll like play Hollow Knight or something on Monday. I want something cute or something that is pretty to look at. Because I played some pretty good games. Like A Plague Tale was very nice. It was like very kind of realistic nice. Omno was just very cute. And Stray is just fucking adorable, dude. Game of the year. So cute. I love it. So I want my cuteness meter to be filled. Okay, I'm gonna save, and we're gonna end there. So